Song of the Summer predictions are in Camila Cabello Ariana Grande Top Song Summer predictions. As we quickly close in on the official start of summer, majoring services are starting to weigh in on which songs might earn the coveted Song of the Summer title. From Apple Music's perspective, Pharrell Williams and Camila Cabello are the top pick with Sangria Wine. The saucy, bilingual title certainly evokes a chill summer backyard barbecue, complete with cooling drink in hand. Number 2 on the list is Ariana Grande lead single from her upcoming album Sweetener, No Tears Left to Cry. The ethereal vocals take this song to the next level, and lifted it up to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. This is followed by Clean Bandit's solo featuring Demi Lovato in the 3rd position. A clean EDM track that centers around Lovato's vocals, it sets the perfect backdrop for a summer fling gone wrong. Apple Music's 4th prediction belongs to Calvin Harris' One Kiss with Dua Lipa, another EDM entry that, according to Forbes, plays like an homage to 90s house music. Rounding out the top 5 is Post Malone's latest single, Better Now. Other artists Apple Music has their sights on this summer include Jennifer Lopez with Cardi B and DJ Khaled Dinero, J. Cole Cod, Childish Gambino This Is America, BTS Fake Love, Cardi B, Bad Bunny and J Balvin I Like It, and Ella My Boo'd Up, among others. So what do you think? Are any of these tracks already bumping on your summer road trip playlist? Catching up on music news powered by the Recording Academy just got easier. Have a Google Home device talk to Grammys Teen Choice noms. Cardi B, Taylor Swift. More Cardi B, Shawn Mendes. Swift Top 2018 Teen Choice noms. The 2018 Teen Choice Awards announced many of the nominees on June 13, putting an array of America's most beloved entertainers up for popular voting that is now open and sure to be extremely viral. For some quick tastes from the top categories, Choice Female Artist nominees are Camila Cabello, Cardi B, Ariana Grande, Dua Lipa, Demi Lovato, and Taylor Swift. This year's Choice Male Artists include Drake, Niall Horan, Bruno Mars, Shawn Mendes, Ed Sheeran, and Louis Tomlinson. Those are great selections to choose from. Voting is open either via teenchoice.com or by Twitter hashtag, one per tweet by pairing a name with Choice Male Artist or Choice Female Artist. The limit on enthusiasm is 10 votes per day, per category for each platform user ID, a wrinkle some multi-platform fans are likely to use effectively. Among other things, for the musical artists, this really is a chance for their fan bases to show their love. Get ready to move those thumbs. Voting is officially open for the 2018 Teen Choice Awards. Submit your vote by tweeting with a category hashtag the name, handle of your choice, or head here, https://t.co/fru7xjp9jpic.twitter.com/okbxokwh. Teen Choice Awards at Teen Choice Fox June 13, 2018. The competition in each category is interesting. For example, Choice Latin Artist nominated J Balvin, Becky G, CNCO, Daddy Yankee, Luis Fonsi, and Maluma. J Balvin is super fresh. Becky G has many teens who identify with her, and Daddy Yankee and Luis Fonsi had last summer's biggest hit. So the viral chase is on for fans to vote their Teen Choice Awards favorites up the ranks. On August 12, the winners will be announced live on Fox. Catching up on music news powered by the Recording Academy just got easier. Have a Google Home device talk to Grammys Janet Jackson, BTS, Taylor Swift Light Up BBMAs Janet Jackson BTS, Swift Light Las Vegas 2018 BB Mas. The stars were out last night in Sin City for the 2018 Billboard Music Awards. Hosted by Kelly Clarkson, the evening included memorable performances by BTS, Ariana Grande, Shawn Mendes, Salt-N-Pepa, and Janet Jackson, who received the Billboard Icon Award. The show began with a heartfelt message from host Kelly Clarkson calling for a moment of action in the wake of the tragic school shooting on May 18 in Santa Fe, Texas. Ariana Grande delivered the first performance of the night with her latest single, No Tears Left to Cry. The first award dished out, Top New Artist, went to a very excited Khaled, who encouraged his fellow youth to stay positive and shouted out his hometown of El Paso, Texas. Other key awards included Top Hot 100 Song, which went to Luis Fonsi, Daddy Yankee, and Justin Bieber for their mega hit Despacito, Top Billboard 200 Artist Drake, Top Male Artist Ed Sheeran, and Top Female Artist Taylor Swift, who gave an empowering acceptance speech, sending love to her fellow female artists. I want to thank all the female artists who have paved the way for us to get to do what we do the way we get to do it, said Swift. All the new artists, the new female artists, who are killing it out there right now, were so inspired by you. And a shout out to the future female artists who just picked up a guitar or learned how to play the piano, and to the fans who care about the music that we make. Thank you so much. Top social artist went to Korean pop sensations BTS for the second straight year. The group also performed their new single Fake Love from their album Love Yourself, Tear, which dropped last Friday, May 18th. In addition to their awards, BTS continuously received the loudest reception of screams from fans at the MGM Grand, and a photo from their backstage meeting with Taylor Swift set social media ablaze. But the evening's biggest honor belonged to R&B pop legend Janet Jackson, who became the first African-American woman to receive the Billboard Icon Award. Jackson also performed for the first time on television in nearly a decade, singing her hits Nasty, If, and Throb before the star-studded audience. Other notable performances included Maren Morrison's Ed's the Middle, Camila Cabello with Pharrell Williams doing their new duet Sangria Wine, and Shawn Mendes joining Khalid and Majority Stoneman Douglas Student Choir for the moving version of their new song, Youth. The show closed with Salt and Pepper reuniting for a medley of hits, including Shoop, Let's Talk About Sex, and Push It before bringing out En Vogue for What a Man. View a list of 2018 Billboard Music Awards winners. Catching up on music news powered by the Recording Academy just got easier. Have a Google Home device talk to Grammys? Have hip-hop and R&B music really eclipsed rock? How hip-hop and R&B crushed their competition? Can rock bounce back? There was a time in the not-so-distant past when hip-hop was likened to disco. A flash in the pan genre defined by its hyperbolic expression of sound and style, disco fizzled out in the early 80s once the fashion and sonic trends attached to it expired. Hip-hop was presumably following in its footsteps, especially when so many break records were layered with disco samples to create the early framework of hip-hop's sound. Think the Sugar Hill Gang's 1979 hit Rapper's Delight Grammy Hall of Fame, 2014, which sampled Chic's 1979 #1 smash Good Times. But hip-hop persevered and brought with it an evolution of the R&B genre as well. Combined, the two genres became unstoppable, eclipsing a flimsy stigma of being confined to an urban box. Now, for an half-decade since hip-hop's inception, the genre has seemingly taken the music industry over along with R&B, beating rock at its own game. How did we get here? Theoretically, the move has been gradual, though 2017 marked a quantifiable shift leaning in hip-hop and R&B's favor. First, there are the sales figures. Hip-hop and R&B accounted for 25% of music consumption in 2017, with rock trailing at 23%. Add to that an uptick in audioing in 2017 by 72%, with 29% of music ed being hip-hop and R&B combined, matching rock and pop, which also combined for 29% of music ed. The two previously gigantic leaders in major genres are now neck and neck with the underdogs of R&B and hip-hop. But per Nielsen's 2017 year-end report, 8 of the top 10 albums were, in fact, hip-hop or R&B albums, including Drake and Kendrick Lamar for More Life and Damn, respectively. Meanwhile, Drake and Lamar held down the top 2 spots on the list of most popular artists based on total consumption sales and ing, while Bruno Mars, Eminem, Future, The Weeknd, and Lil Uzi Vert were also among the other artists that proved hip-hop and R&B were the most widely consumed collective genres this past year. The 60th Grammy Awards further punctuated that claim, as artists like Jay-Z and SZA found homes in the general 4 categories, with Mars, who earned Record, Album and Song of the Year, and Lamar sweeping wins across the board. Phrases like the death of rock and roll have been continually tossed around since this cycle of news arrived. The latest strike against rock came when Coachella announced that for the first time in its 19-year existence there would be a rock act headlining the festival. The 3 headliners for the 2018 installment will be Beyoncé, Eminem and The Weeknd. I think it speaks to the strength of the music and the strength of the fan base, explains Jeriel Johnson, executive director of the Recording Academy Washington, D.C. chapter. The fans dictate who shows up on those stages. While the 2017 tallies may suggest that sales and have finally caught up, industry insiders have seen the trends shifting over the last 5 to 10 years. Now so, even more than ever, music can be created and put out so much more quickly, so when something is happening, urban music is reflecting that really quickly. R&B and hip-hop have always had a huge influence and impact on our culture, regardless of the time period, from fashion to slang to our tastes in music and cars, says Grammy-nominated producer Harvey Mason Jr. However, with rap artists growing into cross-cultural icons, hip-hop poured into rock and vice versa. I immediately think of artists like Run DMC, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Kid Cudi. These are a few of the pioneers who helped lay down the foundation for artists like Post Malone, Lil Uzi, the late Lil Peep, and Lil Pump to become the new generation of artists to continue the push forward the borders of hip-hop, explains Matthew Burnell, manager of media for Republic Records. From their trend-setting fashion, genre-bending sounds and riot-like live performances, millennials grew up watching these icons, and the influence is clear in their music today. Artists such as Ray Sremmurd, who released the groundbreaking Black Beatles with Gucci Mane in 2016, extended that aesthetic. The music video for the hit single showed the duo breaking TV set with electric guitars. Post Malone's Rockstar, which was the #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 for 8 consecutive weeks last year, is a strong indication of how today's hip-hop artists view themselves as rock stars, continues Burnell. Urban culture is the new rock, adds Grammy-winning producer Rodney Darkchild Jerkins. In every era there's a change that takes place, and right now Migos, Kendrick Lamar, they're the new rock stars. I feel like it was bound to happen, says Nicole Johnson, industry relations at Music Inc. service Pandora. Back in the day, rock and roll was started by an urban genre and urban people. But then it became drugs and rock and roll, and now isn't that what these hip-hop artists are now talking about here are rappers just living their best lives, being themselves, tattooing their faces if they feel like it, wearing dresses on the cover of their album if they feel like it. It's all about self-expression. Johnson adds that Pandora's next big sound has been driven by hip-hop and R&B as of late, leading to the service's launch of the weekly urban station, The Source. There are now so many sub-genres within hip-hop, of course, it's gonna take over. But in the wake of hip-hop and R&B's takeover, so was the digital boom. Urban music jumped on boarding services early, with platforms like SoundCloud birthing its own scene, SoundCloud Rap, which has given way to artists such as Chance the Rapper and Rico Nasty, who have equally dominated the space as other hip-hop artists. I think R&B, hip-hop is benefiting from changes in technology, says Mason, underscoring how today's fast turnaround in music creation has placed hip-hop and R&B at a unique vantage point, especially when it comes to topical music. R&B and hip-hop really seem to have their ear to the ground culturally and in society with everything our country is going through. It just seems to be such a transparent outlet for people with feelings and opinions, and now so, even more than ever, music can be created and put out so much more quickly, so when something is happening, urban music is reflecting that really quickly. So where will we go from here? Is rock really fading away, and, if so, can it come back? While the cyclical nature of music would reflect an inevitable return, perhaps rock will have to once again evolve the way hip-hop and R&B had to in order to rise up. It'll rebound in a different kind of way, I believe, says Jerkins. Someone will come along and do it in a newer and cooler way. But right now hip-hop, R&B, that's pop. Because pop music is anything that's popular. Kathy Ian Dolly has penned pieces for Pitchfork, Vice, Maxim, O, Cosmopolitan, The Village Voice, Rolling Stone, Billboard, and more. She co-authored the book Commissary Kitchen with Mobb Deep's late Albert Prodigy Johnson, and is a professor of music business at select universities throughout New York and New Jersey.